Thanks for joining us here at 41NBC.com. I'm Melissa Lee. Animal rights activists and a Bibb County commissioner want to know why 15 animals were put down at the Macon Bibb County Animal Shelter. Last Thursday, 15 animals were euthanized because there wasn't enough space at the shelter. The interim director, Deborah Biggs, says the state allows them to have 80 dogs at the shelter, but they were beyond capacity with 86. She says she wants to keep the number of dogs at the shelter around 55. Protesters say putting the animals down in this situation was the wrong thing to do.
I understand that euthanasia has a place in our society. I am not a crazy animal rights activist. This is not euthanasia. This was murder.
Well, you know, it's never an easy decision. It's not something that we like to do, but unfortunately, it is a reality of what we have to do.
Biggs said they tried getting the dogs to other shelters, but the shelters they reached out to were full as well. Macon police say youth crime is down since the city implemented a curfew in May. Major Robert Grabowski reported the update to Macon City Council's Public Safety Committee last night, saying only 19 citations have been issued so far. Also, only 3 juveniles were arrested for entering auto between the hours of 12 and 5 a.m. since the curfew went into effect. He says the police department is stepping up its game this summer by attending neighborhood watch meetings to see the youth curfew is followed.
And we want the patrol officers assigned to those particular zones where those meetings are going to be held to get out there and have these meetings, acknowledge them, learn a little bit more about what's happening in their community.
Grabowski also credits the decrease in youth crime to help from community members. 3 Houston County deputies are suspended pending termination after allowing detention officers to clean off an inmate with a pressure washer. Chief Deputy Billy Rape with the Houston County Sheriff's Office says the inmate, who was in a separate holding cell, was spreading his own feces on the walls and on himself. Rape says the deputies should have removed the inmate from the cell before cleaning it. The incident happened in early June, but the sheriff was just notified about it last week. The 3 deputies have until Monday, July 16th to appeal the sheriff's decision, or they will be terminated the following day. The Marine Attack Helicopter Squadron at Robins Air Force Base is under command of a new leader. In a special change of command ceremony, Lieutenant Colonel David Steele accepted his new role at the base. Steele is a fighter pilot by trade for the Marine Corps. He says this is a unique opportunity for him to lead at the base because it's the only Marine Light Attack Helicopter Squadron in the Marine Corps Reserve.
Our mission is basically the shock absorber for the active duty forces. We provide the ability to buffer active duty forces and provide operational readiness to those forces via light and attack helicopter squadron capabilities.
Lieutenant Colonel Steele comes to Middle Georgia from Virginia, where he was a leadership instructor for Marine officers. Did you get out an early vote yet? Apparently, a good number of you have. Executive Director of the Macon Bibb Board of Elections, Elaine Carr, says there was a steady crowd at the polls yesterday, which is when early voting began. And it might be a good idea to go early this year because you can expect to see longer lines and an even longer ballot.
All sorts of offices and questions. Each party's got straw questions on the ballot, so the voters are going to see a lot on this ballot that they're not usually used to seeing.
Early voting ends on July 27th. 2 new candidates are now in the race for Bibb County School Board. Qualifying reopened after a federal judge ruled the new voting maps should be used in the primary elections. Michael McKeever qualified for the District 1 seat. McKeever will face off in a 3-way race between incumbent and Democrat Ella Carter and Democrat Brenda Sutton. District 3 Democrat and incumbent Sue Sipe will now face opposition in the primary from Democrat Merritt Johnson. Qualifying for the school board race ends this evening at 5 o'clock. Join us on air tonight for the news at 6 and 11. Have a great day.